on. Daddy, can I turn off the computer? Okay. Let's do this. Okay, here we go. Finally, the cliffhanger that I've been waiting on. Let's go.
Spider-Craft 6, The Revenge of Hammersmith.
Final movie.
I am pleased to inform you that we have arrived at the please be advised. The interior. I would also ask that I can make the assurance that Oh, speak of the devil. Captain, I am receiving a transmission from the prison's docking authority now.
Attention, unauthorized spacecraft. This is a maximum security installation. Your presence here is an explicit violation of UDL corporate policy. You are hereby confined to your docking platform until a ticket detailing your crimes has been filed and notarized, at which point your vessel will be seized and you will be executed. I wager it'll take a bit longer than it takes you to lose your patience and storm out of your ship looking to get shot. To be honest, that'd make my job a lot easier. You come out, we shoot you full of holes, and then everyone goes about their day worry-free. Except you. You'll be dead.
I've got my persuade high, dude. If you are going to kill me.
Alright. I'm feeling generous. I'm transmitting the idea of a productive, law-abiding employee so you can see what one looks like before you die. Anyway, Tartarus Docking Authority signing up. Hang on. Another ship just pulled into your dock. Wait, is that from the Groundbreaker? What the? Pay no mind to that. Just have a pleasant day.
Transmission terminated. Biometric ID received. Transferring data to external cartridge. How can I be of assistance?
No. Uh-oh. Oh. Don't do this to me now. No. All audio just cut out from my right ear. That's not fun. I guess I'll just transmit the audio to the TV then. But you'll still hear me. Okay, hold on. Devices. Of all times, this is when it decides to cut out. Okay, adjust microphone level. This good enough? Now. Yeah.
Tyler,
Oh, it's echoing a bit.
Tyler,
What?
shut up.
You shut up.
You shut
Woo!
up.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm just testing out like the my microphone level. This sounds good. There's a little bit of echo, kinda. Alright, let's do this.
Tell Peyton to shut up.
Ethan.
Tell him I want him to shut up.
May luck be with you. Of course,
Microphone good?
as I am sure you are aware, luck does not exist. But it seems to comfort humans to believe they possess good quantities of it.
Okay.
I want to do the stinky.
Well, it'll I'll see afterwards, because it shows all my hours, because I've been streaming the whole thing, remember? Yep, Felix and Parvati. Let's do it. Ooh, this is scary. Can't believe the audio cut as soon as I cut back on my right ear. That's why I want to buy new headphones. Doesn't feel the same. Hold on.
You can.
You can go through this place with the shroud.
Ethan, stop spoiling.
No, it's the shroud.
I know, but that's a spoiler. No.
It's not.
Yes.
Get my other headphones in. Hold on. Okay. These ones are iffy.
Be careful who you shoot.
Yeah. Hold on. I need to test out my audio. I know there's a lot of downtime right now for Outer Worlds, but like, just gotta make sure. Just microphone level. Right here. That's a good one. Okay. Hey, why is the groundbreaker here?
The captain did right by us once. Now it's our turn. The board will never own Groundbreaker. Not while I breathe. Push on, Mardet.
Okay. Wow. That's crazy. They're with us. The Siege of Tartarus is what I'm calling it.
How long we'd lasted on the surface?
This might be the loneliest place in the whole system.
Oh, jeez. Oh, wow.
Lead the way, boss. I got your back.
Okay, it's just up there. Can do this.
Look up.
Look up. Is it the planet you're talking about? Ooh. Okay, we're good. Okay. We're gonna get Phineas. We're gonna get out of here and save the entire colony. Yeah. Yeah. Nope. Mm-hmm. Okay, here we go. Oh, we're in. Huh? What? Make a lower pin. I think the easier way is going through here. Yep. Note your favorite warden. Please do not leave perishables in here. We mark this as cold storage, not an actual freezer. Next time I find a
There are rats in the prison.
Rats? Or you mean sprats? Oh, ads. Okay. Okay.
Let's go, troops. Stellar Base counting on us.
Zora's with us. Where are they? Oh, they're over there.
What? So, nothing. You new here? I didn't think we were hiring more staff. Whoa, nothing. I was just asking. I was going to welcome you aboard. Okay, all right.
Okay.
Well, look who it is.
Oh, it's Rockwell.
I'll be damned. I was prepping the studio for our announcement, and here you are as a bonus. And I see you've brought the kid along. Babysitters may be expensive, but they're worth it, you know.
Yeah, keep talking, pal. I'll just keep thinking of a place to bury your body.
I had heard you'd taken a mechanic under your wing. What's the matter, girl? Couldn't find actual employment?
The captain's treated me right. Better than any of you bored folk ever have. I'm exactly where I want to be.
When you go off and get yourself shot, try to avoid taking one to the face. I'll want it recognizable to show to my citizens. My word! You've correctly identified the most recognizable man in the colony. Remarkable. It's a wonder what Phineas saw in you. Then again, he's an insane person. Thankfully, he's our insane person now. a proper company man. Yes, he is an extraordinarily obstinate fellow, isn't he? Fine, he isn't working for us per se. Semantics, he'll come around. But that's between us. As far as my adoring citizens will know, we've turned a dangerous crackpot into a working-class man. It's a miracle.
Same you gave up on.
Oh yes, go on, wake them up, add more mouths to feed. That'll solve our starvation problems. I don't know what half-baked plans that simpleton in a lab coat has been leading you through, but it's done. It's over. Let me ask you something, Captain. Have you at any point thought about not fucking up our entire society?
Are you kidding me? We're out here trying to clean up your mess.
I'm making actual progress towards stabilization and recovery. You're just getting in the way.
You know, I wouldn't have to if we'd be more cooperative. Honestly, I can't.
If I and my people can ride it out in luxury and happiness, yes, I would. I don't know if you've noticed, Captain, but Halcyon's pretty much a lost cause. I'll admit, there's no shortage of talented scientists and engineers there. Look, I'm not an unreasonable man. If you manage to storm the castle, as it were, and make it out of here with Phineas alive, I can't exactly afford more havoc than you've already caused. Fine. If you survive, you'll need someone to sell the rest of the board on your plan.
Are you out of your mind? Rockwell's the biggest monster in Halcyon. You got any idea how many lives he's destroyed? How many people he's hurt? I've had enough. You even think about cooperating with this animal?
Oh no! Oh my God, no! No! Oh no! Oh my God! Wait. I'm not raising that. I can't afford it.
Turn the chat auto reader off. Let's go, boys.
Okay, I will. Okay, I think it's off. No, it's not. Okay, the thing's off. Oh my God, no! Oh no! If I didn't bring Felix, then he wouldn't be in this situation. Oh, I don't know. Oh. I'm sticking with him.
You're damn right it is.
If you're gonna place more faith on this brat than the chairman of a fucking colony, then there's no hope for you. Go get yourself killed.
sticking with you, Felix. I know a lot of people have given up on you, but I won't.
All right, MSI. I'm not
Sanjar!
one for speeches, but the captain needs our help. So get in there and fight.
Whatever comes of this.
Okay.
Captain, you have an uncanny talent for complicating my life.
Oh no,
You've been working
Felix.
with Dr. Wells from the beginning. When we moved to arrest him, he was prepared. I lost good soldiers in the attempt. You've disrupted the balance of power. You've upset the natural order of things. You've introduced uncertainty, and there is nothing I despise more than uncertainty. I'm afraid I can't do that. You have a flair for subtlety. If you'd worked for me, you would have been the greatest fixer Halcyon has ever seen. For all your talents, you are the enemy of Halcyon, and therefore you are my enemy. You make a nuanced and compelling argument. Here's my rebuttal. No. Dr. Wells is being held in my custody. His cooperation will prove invaluable, even if I have to beat it out of him. All that's left to do is put down this riot, arrest you, and then get on with the bloody business of saving this colony. In that we are in agreement. An end to violence is precisely what I want. An end to chaos. An end to senseless loss of life. The only obstacle standing in my way is you. I take no pleasure in this, you know. I simply have no other option. Leaving you alive is too great a risk. Goodbye, Captain. Fair enough. I'm giving you exactly one chance to parley.
Thank you.
Interesting that you think I'm going to die here. I believe I'm more than capable of taking you on. Fair point. I don't know how you've managed to defy the odds. By every reasonable estimate, you should be dead. Yet here you stand. I've devoted my entire life to protecting Halcyon. I'm not afraid to die in the line of duty. Don't you think I know that? Yes, I made mistakes. Costly mistakes. Leaving you alive was the worst of them all. You were always an unknown variable. I tried to recruit you, but you threw your lot in with that madman, Phineas Wells. Yes, I'm quite aware of your brazen act of corporate vandalism. By the way, those test subjects you killed, they died in agony. My scientists assure me they can recover the data you've destroyed. You've succeeded in temporarily delaying our research. Nothing more. It can't be. You're trying to manipulate me. That experiment was absolutely essential to the program. My scientists assured me they were close to a breakthrough. They gave me their word. Then it's true. Our research is gone, and not one of my scientists had the spine to tell me the truth. I had to hear it from you, of all people. We're going to have to start all over again. All that research, all those experiments, you've set us back decades. I haven't given up on the program yet. You've caused some complications, but I can improvise. I can fix this. I haven't lost control of the labyrinth yet. Our security system is still operational. I can still put a stop to you. This prison is equipped with an automechanical warden. I've had it programmed to eliminate you on sight and rinse your remains down a drain. And don't worry, I will inform Dr. Wells that you died heroically or something.
Alright. Okay, I'm guessing Gage left. So... Okay, Ethan, you're back online. You are back online. Welcome back.
Boss fight.
Thanks for the spoiler. Okay. Get him!
Out of my way!
Bam! Come on, get him! Okay, okay. Come on, reload faster, reload faster. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Oh, my God. Okay, okay. Okay. Oh, my God. Come on. Come on, get up. Okay. Oh my God. Where are they? Where are they? Where are they? Okay, 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 okay. I get it, I get it, I get it, I get it. Ooh, okay. All this. Okay, come on. We got this. We got this. We got this. We got this.
Really not very normal.
I'm not? Oh, you're right. Okay. We got this. We got this. We got this. We got this. Come on, baby. No, no hacking this time. Oh, no. Okay. Okay. We got this, we got this. Oh my God. Come on. It's a little tactic I got from Black Ops. It's called kiting and training. You train them, and you get all of them. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. Oh no. Oh! We got close. Okay. Dang, that would have been cool if I actually pulled that off. That was so, like, heroic. That was a cool moment. Okay, we can get this. I'm on normal mode. So, this is the most fair I'll get.
The blue canister is a weak spot.
Yeah, I was shooting at that. It's just, the thing is, it's behind him, and it's hard to get to.
Did I on run mess back?
Yeah, I just said that. Okay, we'll cycle through Parvati, do that. Keep shooting it, keep shooting, 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 keep shooting. Oh, we got him low. No, not that one! I think we got him. Oh, I'm getting low. I'm getting low. I am getting low. Oh, shoot. Oh, I'm cornered. I am cornered. I am cornered. I am cornered. Get him. Okay. Yep. Oh, we got him. Oh, they all die. Oh, okay. We got this. Okay.
Remember to use tactical time dilation.
Yeah. It's too late for that now. Phineas. I like how I still level up. Okay. Phineas, come here. Phineas?
You don't know how glad I am to see you. You did the right thing. Akande was a monster. Her death was much deserved, and long overdue. And you lunatic, you broke into the board's own fortress just to rescue one doddering old man. You are absolutely out of your mind, and I can't begin to thank you enough. I'm all right, thanks to you. Akande wanted my cooperation. I'm quite sure she would have beaten it out of me if you hadn't arrived. You've broken the board's stranglehold on this colony, and you saved my life. But there's still so much we have yet to accomplish.
Okay.
You and I are going to have to work harder than ever to save Halcyon. I'm afraid the situation is far worse than any of us ever anticipated. Earth has gone dark. We haven't received a single message in 3 years. There's been no communication, no signals, nothing. 2 years ago, the Earth's Directorate's frigate disappeared on their way back to Earth. We don't know what they discovered when they arrived, or if they arrived at all.
Hold on, Doc. Are you telling me the Earth went dark 3 years ago? And the board's just been covering this up?
Are standing. I'm afraid so, Miss Holcomb. Halcyon is the only home we have left. Returning to Earth is no longer an option. We're in serious trouble, my friend. Do you know what this means for Halcyon? We can't rely on Earth for support anymore. We've been cut loose. We're entirely on our own. Yes, we do. You've done a marvelous thing. You've succeeded where anyone else would have failed, including me. We must begin the revival process immediately, starting with the Hope's brightest minds. And then we're going to fix this damn colony, one problem at a time. We're going to need a leader, and I can't imagine a better person for the job than you. What do you say, old friend? Will you help us? When I revived you, I thought you were going to help me save this colony. I was wrong. I had our roles reversed, you see. You're the one who's going to save us all. I'm just the one who set you on your path. You're the best thing to ever happen to Halcyon. If you want to take it upon yourself to lead this colony, you have my support. We're not a colony any longer, are we? Our last connection to Earth has been severed, and so we have been set free. Our future is uncertain, and no one knows what tomorrow holds. Exciting, isn't it?
Oh. Lifetime employment program ruin. Chaos on Tartarus. Leaves board in disarray. Anarchists destroy.
The OSI teaches that everything in the universe happens according to the grand plan. But the stranger that arrived in Halcyon was an unplanned variable. From the moment he landed in Emerald Vale, his actions altered the course of history. The events on Tartarus brought about the end of the board's authority. But the board's mistakes would haunt the colony for decades to come. The damage they left behind would require the work of a generation to repair. Dr. Phineas Wells began reviving a handful of the Hope's colonists. Engineers, scientists, technicians, and intellectuals. They were among the brightest minds the Earth had ever sent out into the stars. The Hope scientists and engineers woke up in a colony descending headlong into total collapse. With no way to return to Earth, they had no choice but to band together and devote themselves to the cause of saving Halcyon. The people of Halcyon were nothing if not hardy. In the absence of the board's authority, many of the colony's settlements banded together with a single purpose in mind: survival. Life was especially hard in the years to come. Some towns dissolved by attrition and starvation, but most of them found a way to carry on. In the years to come, Halcyon was forced to reckon with its newfound freedom. The board was gone, and for better or worse, the colony was responsible for its own destiny. Between MSI's worker-centric policies and the iconoclast manpower, Sanjar and Zora were able to rally many of the Terra 2 townships to their cause. MSI's workforce swelled, and the iconoclasts enjoyed a significant surge in their ranks. The board was too distracted by infighting and internal politics to stop MSI from becoming a powerful corporation and a refuge for townships that might have fallen through the cracks. Consumed by paranoia, Lilia Hagen took Sublight Salvage in a controversial direction, openly accusing board officials of an extraterrestrial conspiracy. One day, an accident at the Groundbreaker's docking bay silenced her forever. Time would tell if her replacement could keep the Sublight family together. Adelaide McDevitt replaced Reed Thompson as the leader of Edgewater. She and her followers transformed Edgewater in their image. Anyone loyal to Reed was pressured into leaving town, and those who stayed behind adapted to her way of life. Adelaide transformed the old cannery into a new garden. The nearby Edgewater Cemetery provided a convenient source of fertilizer. As for Reed Thompson, It was said that he lasted exactly 2 days outside
What?
the walls of Edgewater. Years later, a marauder was found in possession of his hat. Under the leadership of Junlei Tennyson, the groundbreaker held firm against corporate influence. The ship's mechanical stability gave Junlei the time to educate a promising generation of engineers, schooled in her family's traditions. The future of the groundbreaker looks promising. The rediscovery of the Hope and the abandonment of the lifetime employment program forced Byzantium to come to terms with some uncomfortable realities about the state of Halcyon. While Byzantines were reluctant to surrender the luxuries they'd grown accustomed to, the board's diminished authority gave them little choice in the matter. Nearly everyone had to learn to make do with less. Some even had to get jobs. It was a dark time indeed. Your influence shifted Ellie's perspective. She finally admitted, albeit grudgingly, that she just might need other people. Sometimes. With a steady income from the life insurance payouts, she was finally able to afford a ship of her own. She hired a small crew and flew supply missions to communities on the fringe. Some of them were even legal. Life in Halcyon was sobering for Felix Millstone. The grand revolution he dreamed of never came. There was no great awakening for the colony, no celebrations in the streets. There was only the hard, desperate work of trying to repair a broken colony. Felix never had a head for numbers, but if there was labor to be done, he was there to help. Eventually, Felix realized that the work of a revolution was done with 2 hands. As much as he enjoyed his adventures aboard the Unreliable, the vicar, known as Max, eventually decided that it was time to move on, to live out the life he had sought so long to create. He knew there were many in the colony who carried burdens much worse than the ones he had struggled with, and he devoted himself to easing their suffering wherever he could. He only ever took up arms again to defend the defenseless. Unshackled from a lifetime of striving and fighting the universe and himself, Vicar Maximilian de Soto was finally at peace. Once the matter with the Hope colonists was resolved, Junlei bashfully asked Parvati if she'd like to join her permanently on the Groundbreaker. And Parvati enthusiastically, if somewhat awkwardly, agreed. The stories of her adventures spread across the colony, and Parvati soon found herself the center of attention. Having served as the engineer of a renowned spacecraft, tramp freighters and wildcat miners sought her out by name. And in no time, she was a fixture in the Groundbreaker's mechanical ecosystem. She and Junlei were never far apart. Nyoka returned to Monarch to take another crack at making a permanent life for herself. She formed the Charon Group, a mercenary outfit of ragtag survivalists and wilderness experts. Anyone in need of a guide, or just looking to throw back a beer and swap stories, could find her camping on the trail, or clearing an infestation. The SAM unit that accompanied you spread awareness of the product line's superior sanitation and maintenance capabilities across what was left of the colony. This led to a boost in SAM unit sales. Did you know that SAM units are the longest-lasting, toughest-acting cleaning solution in Halcyon?
That's funny.
Minister Clark was released from house arrest, and his contact with you gave him a sense of renewed purpose and vigor. Once it became clear that no help would be coming from Earth, he threw his considerable efforts and talents into helping Halcyon manage the crisis before it. As for Dr. Phineas Wells, he spent his remaining years in his orbital lab. He eventually came to terms with his own past, and was able to forgive the mistakes of his younger self by devoting his remaining years to serving the colony. Dr. Wells was able to revive many more scientists and engineers than he first expected, thanks to the additional batch of chemicals you stole from the Ministry.
Okay.
Wells never forgot about the human lives that were lost in acquiring these chemicals. In the end, Dr. Wells was able to save every scientist and engineer aboard the Hope. Over the next decade, nearly all of the Hope's remaining colonists were successfully revived. Halcyon saw a period of rapid technological and scientific advancement. Breakthroughs in dietary supplements saved the colony from starvation. Geoengineering projects and social reforms began to change the structure and character of the colony. Dr. Wells laid the groundwork for the project to save the colony, but he would never live to see the fruits of his labor. He passed away a few years later. His work was carried on by the scientists and engineers he revived. Today, Halcyon has stabilized. The people of the colony work hard to adapt to their new circumstances. Nearby colonies send aid and supplies. Life will never be easy in Halcyon, but for the first time in its history, there exists a sense of real, genuine hope about the future. And what about you, the unplanned variable in the history of Halcyon? Long after Wells passed away, you carried on his work with more energy, determination, and brilliance than he could ever muster. The years that followed were hard, but Halcyon survived by the efforts of the Hope's most promising colonists, the greatest of which was you. No one knows what's happened to Earth, and no one knows what the future has in store for Halcyon. All we know for certain is this: the name of the Unreliable and that of its intrepid captain will remain the subject of countless stories for years to come.
Wow. What a great game. Wow.
Call me.
Okay. We'll keep the credits going. Okay, I have a few comments on it before I let it go. Let me call you. That's a great game. I'm calling you on Instagram, and then I'll give my final comments before I let this game rest. That was a good game. That was great. You said it was a bad game. I said it just to poke fun. Hold on, we're on stream. Okay, final comment on the game for me, just fresh off my mind. Just want to say, let's see. I love everything leading up to it. The animation was way better than I expected. The thing on the gameplay aspect, when it loaded in, I felt it like struggle a bit, but I'm guessing PC users don't really matter that much. But yeah, the gunplay was great. Gunplay, I didn't have any troubles with special thanks. I didn't have any troubles, like, I don't know, with any gun issues, or I didn't really come across any glitches either, which was kind of weird. I like that a lot about it. Yeah. With games like this, you've seen all those memes where it's like, hi, and then they walked across like 5 chairs and then sit down. But I didn't have anything like that. Nothing too big. So for the gameplay, like, gameplay alone, that was great. The story, I love it had that. I haven't played New Vegas in a while, but I've been dying for a single-player game that has your own choices for a while. Because I've only been playing online games for the past 2 years. And it's been the same 2 games. And You know, this was a really good refresher. I can see why this had a lot of Game of the Year awards. I
The person that was Monica got the Game of the Year for Best Voice Acting.
Oh, that's cool. Anyways, what's it? What was I talking about? The story. Yeah. It was phenomenal. Like, I'll towards the end, things were catching up. The one thing I wish I didn't do was get the key card from that one dude by persuading him, because I kind of wanted to do that, like, storm the castle, like, siege it, you know? Because I was just, like, walking, like, oh, okay, I guess I'm just gonna walk past all this. Because I was like, Sanjar and Zora were there, and then Junlei came with her Mardays. That was cool.
The scientists and stuff like that went there too, because that would have been joining them.
Yeah. That one was cool still, though. That was... But, again, I don't know... One thing I do have a gripe about the story, the main story, not the side quest, is the whatever her face's name. What was the lady that I killed at the end to free Athenius? Zofia. She came in way too late. Like, I guess she was like that character in the shadows, like, oh, she's been spying on me all along. It just felt way too late in the story to introduce her. Because I was like, okay, well, why am I supposed to care about you now? When I first got that message from her, I didn't trust her, not because, well, yeah, she's a part of the board, sure. I didn't trust her because of that, but I also didn't trust her because, well, I didn't find that character, like, very well written. She's just very late in the story. I wish there were some, like, indications or, like, some signs of her at the end, because I don't like how she came in the end and, like, I'm behind the whole thing. Not even the chairman was behind this.
No, she wasn't behind the whole thing. Chairman was the chairman.
Yeah.
She was more of the general of the area, like the army, the general of an army.
Yeah. But I don't like how she came in late in the story like that. But other than that, the story was great. Like, the progression and... Oh, one thing, too. The progression in this was pretty well, like... I don't know, what's it? The progression in this was a lot better than most... than most games. More specifically, like, Fallout games, because... in Fallout, you... like... When you're playing Fallout, they tell you, these specific areas you shouldn't go to, because they're bad, you know, because they have high-level stuff. At least that's what the people say. But in this, you have planets you go to, right? So they fixed that with the key cards, and, okay, you can arrive here, then and now. And they know you have bits to spare by the end. And that's why I had so much ammo and Adreno at the end, fighting that last big robot. Again, I wish I fought with the allies I made, but other than that, though, oh, that's the end of the credits. But yeah, that was, for the progression, that's great. Like, in Fallout 3, when I first got out of the vault, I immediately went to the space quest without knowing. But this has a good way of guiding you. Like, oh, okay, let's not push you in already. Like, I got my pistol and whatever. Wow, that's it. That's all the credits.
Like the companions.
Companions were great. I gave you my tier list already. I just wish they did more with Sam. I honestly do. Sam could have been better. I just feel like he was shoehorned in, like, hey, look at this robot, you know? Sam is my biggest... Huh?
I was enjoyed Sam with Luke.
You enjoyed Sam a lot?
No,
okay. Yeah, obviously. Yeah, I saw that. But, other than that, like, few interactions with him, there's not much depth that comes into him. Maybe DLC will fix that, but I wish that was in the main game. I found myself bringing Parvati and Felix a lot. He did grow on me, and in the end, I stuck with him. You saw. You know, because...
You should have taken out Victor Max more.
I should have, honestly, but... I didn't know many I don't know, he didn't really find a place for me to bring him along. Nyoko was cool, and Ellie. Ellie did flesh out her story in the end, kinda. I wish they delved more into it, because it's just like, oh, you met her parents, and then she goes, makes a bank account, and she gets some infinite money like that. I like her as a character, but I wish they delved more into her, and not what she was made of.
I wish Byzantium was, like, a little bit larger, bigger from the game.
Yeah.
You know?
I wish... For Byzantium, I also wish there was, like, the whole New Vegas feel, where it's, like, the outside. I know that's just straight up, but, like, there was an outside before you get into Byzantium. Also, getting into Byzantium in the first place, going up that elevator, was a bit of a hassle, but that's more of a map design aspect than... Not so much that, but... companion quests were cool, though. I gotta say, my favorite ones were... Parvati's... Not so much Felix's, actually. Max's was great. Yeah, it wasn't just that, though. It was just, like, him finding himself, and I like that. Nyoko's was good. That felt like a... What's it called? That felt like an episode of... I don't know, of a TV show. I can't think of a TV show, but it did feel like a TV show for, like, Nyoko, like, avenging her, things. Avenging her people. Her friends. The perk system. I want to comment on that. The perk system was pretty cool. It's kind of standard, actually. Nothing too groundbreaking, but you know, it's the way to customize your playstyle and what makes up you.
It's actually interesting, though. You know, you missed this good point called leadership, which and South and like weapons and stuff like that. Just like things like your companions and stuff and become a better leader, and it helps like increase their attack and health. So you can just make them into a playstyle.
Yeah.
Do anything.
Not just deprives the gameplay, but that's just the way you play. Well, another way to play. I had to word it better.
Would you do a second playthrough?
I don't know, because remember I didn't stream my Fallout 4 experience, because I didn't know how to stream that, but when I did, I never got through a second playthrough, but, because I'm usually content with what's happened. Maybe, like, it's gonna be a while before I do another playthrough of Outer Worlds.
You should do a playthrough and do it on Supernova difficulty.
No way! I don't like being mean.
But it gets to more, like, interesting and impressive once you see the slideshows and stuff, like you see. I can't bring myself to do it, I've already seen it in like gameplays and stuff.
Yeah, so, like, those videos on YouTube, I'm gonna watch those and see those cool side quests like I did in Fallout. Like, Dent the Apple, I watched him a lot. And, you know, I might actually make that a thing, because I'm not sure if you watched Dent the Apple, but he killed his channel because he didn't want to do that kind of content anymore. But I'm thinking of doing it for the Outer Worlds, just tell the stories that people were too lazy to do it themselves, like me. But, no, that was great. The Gas Giants is the ones that coming in DLC later on, I guess, because we never landed. Is that a thing? Yeah. we never touched them at all.
This guy in your provides, but he tells you that he's been on like the planet where America is like winning, and that there's like really large platforms on the planet, so it's able to like travel around.
Yeah.
Pravania was about to be in that DLC, I think so.
That'd be cool. That would be cool. But what are there any bases I didn't touch for the game?
Skills, I guess.
Skills.
Well, not.
That's just coming out of Fallout. I liked it. It was cool. Standard skill. For me, I went just jack of all trades, but not for melee. I didn't touch melee at all. I've never really been. Huh? Graphics. I think I commented on that, but when you're in when you're talking to them, that was great. Like, if you've seen my first reaction, but like, when I was seeing the cutscene, I was astonished. I didn't think it'd be that good. But I'd rate it. The graphics, I'd rate like a 7.95, 8.5. That's that range. It's nowhere near like Call of Duty Modern Warfare level, because if you've seen those graphics, you'll swear it's been filmed. And then Last of Us at the time, that was great. But this was great.
If you could saw that, if there's like light behind them, their ears like have a little bit red because of the light.
A little bit of the lighting issue when you're talking to someone. I noticed it a lot when I was talking to Ellie outside of her parents' house, because it shined a orangish light on her, and it was like morning, and it was like kind of like a white light. I was like, I wish that could be, but that was situational more so. But I like even though I've memed on it a lot, but the loading screen tips were cool. The art style I liked a lot. It reminded me a lot of BioShock. It had that propaganda feel to it, which is exactly what it is. Well, the ones that were for the board, yeah. I think...
You know that when you complete, like, major story events, you get ads from it? The first one you got was about, like, you talked about how you sent Edgewater back to or sent the visitors back to Edgewater.
Yeah.
The second one was Anthony Cleo's toothpaste, the one you did for the Roseway job.
The one I noticed I liked the most was, when I finished the Iconoclast and MSI one, where it shows they united, and I like that one. Hold on, I'll be back. Say it again?
Would you consider yourself a fan of the game, like playing the fan game and stuff?
If I wasn't, I wouldn't be playing the game.
Okay. I mean, just to see it.
But I'm gonna be watching a lot of Outer Worlds content, more so like the lore stuff and things I miss. This inspired me to do another Fallout 4 playthrough, but I'm deciding on whether I should buy PS Now. What, Daddy? And PS Now has New Vegas and Fallout 3, so I kind of want to play New Vegas and Fallout 3 again. But it also has one of my favorite games that I haven't played in a while, called Mafia 2. We've seen the third one. It's not that good, I heard, but 2 was great, and I can't wait to play that one once I get it. But for me, I just can't go through a second playthrough of a game I've already played. Yeah, I have to. It has to be a while before I come back into it, which I'm probably gonna do with Fallout 4, and more so with New Vegas and Fallout 3. What's it? Our next playthrough is gonna be Detroit Become Human, because I got that for free, and I haven't. It's not that I can't remember like the stuff I watched in Jacksepticeye one, because I watched the playthrough of that with him. But I kind of want to do my own playthrough. I've forgotten most of like the middle part and a lot of the beginning part. We're gonna play that, and we're gonna go do a playthrough of that. But Outer Worlds, great game. This is gonna be on my. You know, I'm gonna be buying a lot of merch for this, because you've seen my Radaways and my Grogmarek the Barbarian. Now I'm gonna be buying Auntie Cleo toothpaste. I don't know.
Sarah Taper, they actually made a thing for Caribou. They made actually as a paper and made paper strips and stuff.
Oh! One thing I have for the gameplay is the Adreno. Because I never used anything but Adreno. And I think that's something that's more on me than anything, but I never, still to this point, I still haven't figured out the medical thing and how to use it. Yeah. Yeah. And do you hold it down to choose your option of which one to choose? So like when you have all 4 slots, will it do all 4 of those things at once? Yeah, I did that when we were fighting that big robot boss. I tried using my Adreno to revive them, because I did that, but they weren't reviving. Well, I don't know what happened there, but that happened. Med thing I never really... Huh? Yeah, Monarch is definitely the biggest one out of all of them, and the more, how would you say, expansive, and you can do a lot. One thing I do wish they did on at least one of the planets was make it more like earthy, because most of them were this color palette. Like Monarch was like green, red, orange, and then Emerald. Terra 2 was like browns and different. It was different on all the planets. So Emerald was also like blues and your greens. It was nice. Yeah, it was the most earthy out of all of them, but you only got to experience it the first level of the. I'd say around like 3-4 hours. I gotta check how long I spent time in Emerald Vale, which is why I stream my things, so I can see what I did before. But
How'd you feel on like Gang on the Hope?
Gang on the Hope was cool. I was like, wow. Because the thing was, I was thinking about it in my head throughout the playthrough. Like, this is such a great way to put yourself in the story, or like construct a story. It's like, okay, the story writers are like, we've got like this not corrupt, but failing, overwatching government that is all about bureaucracy and it's a bit overrun with that. And someone's got to save it, or someone's got to do something. That's the base prompt, right? And how do we get our character... Can you shut up? How do we introduce our story to a new player? Can you not? I'm trying to make content here. I'm trying to talk about the game, because I very much like this. No.
If you say that it was home, yeah, that's
I massaged. You have to shut up. Shut up.
Pre-algebra teacher would say you need to shut up.
I will tickle you, and I'm already being recorded. And were you? Hey.
You're recording yourself. Stop.
Are you gonna stop? Are you gonna stop?
Why? Are you embarrassed?
No, but you're disrupting my time right now.
That's all we're doing.
Can you not?
No,
just be quiet.
We can't listen to you.
Just be quiet. Okay. As I was rudely interrupted, how do we introduce this world into a player who has no idea what this is about? So, I don't know. What to say SCP, like the SCP franchise, right? That's... Can you not? SCP has a universe that's pretty hard to get into. Yes? Like, when I was talking to you about it, you were talking about, like, sentient toasters or whatever, right? I don't know. But, like, this universe was really easy to understand. I watched a video about it, about Hideo Kojima's Death Stranding, right? And how this world made it feel real. Well, inside the world. So, like, in Skyrim, in the video he explained, it has this, like, simple spell, or what, I recommend watching it, but, basically, if your world doesn't feel real, then the entirety of your game will cease to feel, entertaining, or, like, it'll cheapen it, right? See, dude. That's Outer Worlds. Which one? This one? What? Move like what? Move what? Keyboard... I already... Say what? Hey, I didn't get my time. Okay.